Okay, welcome back, welcome back. This is the DMV Wig Doctor, located in Bowie, Maryland, honey. Oh, yes, it is, and we are about to get turned up today because we're going to be talking about alopecia, okay? And so I'm going to try, we're going to, I like YouTube because you can just be yourself, let your hair down, okay? Okay. And today we have on our beautiful, fabulous Cambodian hair. Oh, yes, we do, honey. Okay. And this hair we were talking about earlier. We get a lot of questions about what is the difference between the different type of hair that's on the market. Now, we know there are a lot of people. Okay. Oh, I got a piece of hair in my eye. Get out my face. We have a lot of different people out there that collect different weaves online. They're purchasing $80 units, $200 units, 180, and they want to know what is the difference. Why come some of these different hairstylists and different people they selling these wigs, honey? Yes, they is, baby. They sell them sometimes up to $15,000, $2,000, $3,000. Okay, there's one popular company they're selling it for $5,100, $5,100. Okay, yes, they are, honey. So pretty much people want to understand what's the difference? What does all of this mean? And we were talking about in our other video how, a lot of the Brazilian hair that's out there, it's collected sometimes. It can be collected from salons. I think they call it falling hair. It can be collected from different nursing homes, different type of hospitals, facilities. Also, you're not going to believe this one. Okay, that's why they used to call it yaki back in the day. Okay, I know y'all know about that yaki. Don't try to lie. I know a lot of y'all was buying that yaki, honey. Y'all was buying the yaki at the Chinese store, the black beauty supply stuff. Y'all was buying that yaki, and it wasn't called yaki for no reason, baby. It was the weave doctor. We've been talking about people eating the wrong things. We're going to talk about some of that today. And I've been, last week I was crushing. I ate a whole bunch of cheesecake. And milk sometimes is not a girl's best friend. For me, sometimes it gives me just too much mucus and I just be sounding a hot mess. But anyways, back to the different hair types. So the Brazilian hair, the yaki hair, they didn't just call it yaki for no reason. This yaki hair actually has, animal hairs in it. So some of the Brazilian hair has animal hairs in it. It has synthetic fibers, and it can't even also get plastic. They even, another crazy thing that they do, to even sometimes put strands of plastic and thread in the actual weft, so that they are able to make the weft seem more heavier. Isn't that crazy? So it's sad that a lot of times, a lot of these Asian, especially specifically Chinese vendors, they do a lot of things sometimes that are very unethical to stretch, make the dollar stretch and get the biggest return on the profit. So that's the lowdown about this Brazilian hair. And a lot of them units that you buy, a lot of them cannot be curled. Okay, and you're going to find out. Some of y'all bring them little whimsical things up in here and want the weave doctor to perform miracles. But we are a beautician, not a magician, okay? That's pretty much the spill on that. So, and a lot of times with the freaking washing, these hairs can get coarser because originally they are put, a lot of times in these cases, they're putting silicone on top of the actual Brazilian hairs. And through each wash, the hair is getting more coarse and coarse. And it's like, child, the real, first you had Brazilian, now you got a quadrillion lion back mane laying on your head. Okay? So that's the lowdown. That's the dirty lowdown on the Brazilian hair. Now, as far as and another, so the different grades, and the another one that's a little bit higher than the Brazilian would be the Peruvian. The Peruvian has become very popular, and some people say that it's very silky, but really it just and it's sad that it's not really regulated as far as what is considered what, and what hair types are considered what. I just try to break it down as far as the processing type. So generally with the Peruvian, or sometimes it could be called Cambodian, but this here, baby, you see this hair bouncing? This is raw Cambodian hair, okay? Not raw Cambodian hair, okay? Because I had a client the other day. She was asking me, well, Chelsea, how can I I want to buy Cambodian hair, and I seen that this site has this full unit for $450. I said, well, baby, it is, believe it is not raw Cambodian. So it's the next type of hair that we're going to be talking about. And sometimes it can be classified as Mongolian. What else? Peruvian. What else do I see online? Even sometimes I hear it called Malaysian, even though there is true, authentic, raw Malaysian hair, which means when anytime we say raw, that means they cut the hair off, chuck up. Like kind of like what Beyonce does, except for Beyonce pays the person who grows her hair. I think I've heard that she paid them $10,000. I think I might be wrong. I think it's $100,000. She pays them to grow her hair just for the queen bee. Okay, Beyonce got it going on. So so anyways, back to the Peruvian. So with the Peruvian hairs, those are a lot less processed, and it's a better quality, and you're probably going to be getting a higher quantity of human, because as we were saying earlier, with the somebody's trying to write me while I'm on YouTube, but you won't be talking to me now, baby. Talk to you later. So anyways, with the there's different amounts that can be put inside of the hair and still be called human. I don't know if you saw in this video, but on my Facebook, we talking about, sometimes if the company just has, I believe it's sometimes 5 to 10% of human in the actual human hair in the bundle, then it can be considered as, and they can put 100% human on the actual pack of hair. So this is scary. So if you want 100% hair, then you need to buy the real thing. And as far as with the Peruvian, so the Peruvian has, to me, they have less stringy hairs throughout the hair, and you're able to get a nice firm curl. The hair is, to me, able to hold better. Has a nice luster. I find that, so I guess with the least amount of processing that is applied to the hair, the more durability and the more luster that you get, that makes the hair, more better. And when I say better, I mean maybe probably in most cases less shedding, and has just some greater longevity when you shampoo it. You're not getting that frizz and keep frizzing every time you wash it, and your hair just get nappy and nappy and nappier. Then the full yak back come off your, come back to your head where they originally got the yak from. It started to convert back after all the silicone and formaldehyde has been rinsed off. So those are the Brazilian Peruvian. Now the next thing, the next hair type, which was one of my favorite, and this is this particular unit, it is the raw hair. And I love a lot of my clients, and sometimes some people, it's sad, they want this type of hair, but they don't want to invest. However, I will probably like to maybe almost bet somebody the amount of times and amount of hairs that you sit and try to invest in with the cheaper hair. You could have just bought you one good unit that probably could have lasted maybe a good 10 months, a year and a half, without replacement. Because with a lot of these Brazilian hairs, especially the lower costing ones, you have to keep replacing them. A lot of them shed faster than some of the raw hair units. Now, and that's another thing, a lot of companies, that's why you have to educate yourself and make sure that you're going to a reputable source. A lot of people, they are interchanging these words, raw, Cambodian, they use a lot of these terms in there, but a lot of these are just sales tactics. So they're being used to confuse, which is sad. They're being used to confuse the audience and making them believe that you can spend a little bit amount of money and get, just great, outstanding hair, which is not true. So now we're going to be talking more about the raw hair. So the raw hair, pretty much some of the processing, some of the different Indian companies, they show you their process. They cut the hair, they separate the hair, and no stripping is done. All the cuticles generally are aligned within one, it's not a lot of mixing like what is done in the Brazilian and some of the Peruvian grades. So it's not a lot of mixing being done. So pretty much you're almost getting the hair like it's whacked right off of the individual's hair. And we even have, some really, even with our raw hair, we have different levels of raw. I know a lot of people say out there, it's levels to this, okay? And believe, trust and believe, honey, it is, honey. You can have the Gucci hair, or you can have the Walmart hair. You know, ain't nothing wrong with Walmart. Girl, you can go ahead and let the, what they call it, you get the rollback effect. The prices, some of the prices and the discounts that you just gonna get, honey, just gonna keep rolling back. Okay? While with Gucci, some of that stuff you just gonna have it and it's gonna last. So that's pretty much what the raw hair is all about. And it's just in most cases, it's a good sourced hair. Because there are some companies that do things they should not do. If it's a good raw source hair, you're able to, the hair is just going to be supple throughout the whole duration generally. You're going to have very minimal shedding. A lot of times there's a very sturdy weft. So the hair is just able to last longer, just looks more glossier. And even with the Indian hairs, because we found out throughout wearing the Indian hairs that a lot of them, they're impoverished countries. So a lot of them do not have the different type of shampoos that we have here in America. So pretty much when a lot of us wear their units, because I have some hairs, Indian hairs, the more that I wore that unit, the more conditioner that I applied to it, the more bouncy, the more curls started to develop. The curls, a lot of times I've seen hair that was wavy. And because, maybe it had chemical damage or just not chemical damage, just dry. There is a difference between using Tresemme and using Mazane. Okay? Tresemme, I think, maybe $2 or $3. While Mazane shampoo and conditioner, I think may be like $25. Okay? So, there's different things involved, and we always suggest for no matter what type of hair that you have, it's best that you use a non-sulfate shampoo and a conditioner that is very lightweight, doesn't have a lot of oils. And when you get these type of hairs, it's also good that you do not use excessive oils. And also, the Weave Doctor, yes, we have our own product line, and we're just developing it day by day. Girl, we got big plans for 2020. We're not thinking about Corona. We are going to rise to the top, okay? And so, pretty much we have a new oil out, Cocoa Line. And this is a coconut-based hair oil. And coconut is just an outstanding moisturizer. It has a lot of omega-3s and different, I think, this saturated fats. I think it's a polysaturated fats. There's a lot of different things. It's great. And a lot of people, believe it or not, girl, they are taking it in the Philippines right now. And it ain't. And some people are using it for hair loss. It's good for hair loss agent as well, too. However, a lot of people, girl, they are using it right now. And guess what for, honey? For the corona. Okay. Don't you believe the government, baby. Don't believe the government. I had a nurse in here the other day. She told me that there are hundreds and hundreds of different cures for the corona. However, a lot of people, because of the way our system is set up with the FDA, they are not telling us these things. So, that's why you just have to get out and educate yourself. That's why we do sell clinically approved dermatology and clinically approved products, but we also sell products that we make that are holistic and natural. And we haven't had anyone to have any adverse reaction. However, we do tell people that you can try a very small allergy patch test just to check to see if these products affect you. And if they are, then you need to stop, honey. Okay? Because we're not going to be pulling you up off the floor. Okay? So pretty much that pretty much just talks about some of the hair products. And as far as the coconut lime is excellent. It's a natural detangler. It helps to keep the hair nice and supple. Because that's one thing with wearing extensions. They can get worn down very easily, and the hair can just look dry. It can either look oily or dry down, or the hair just can start to just not have enough moisture on it, so it starts to become harder to comb. So pretty much that wraps up our, little mini video for today. And we hope that we continue to do more lives. We're going to try to learn how to do live on our YouTube channel, because our YouTube channel is growing. We now have over 500 subscribers, okay? And I think when we get our live done, honey, okay, we're going to be giving away some things. So y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready to watch, honey, because the weed doctor, girl, I'm going to be like Oprah. You get a product. You get a product. You get a product. Okay? So, just stay tuned. And if you're in the D.C. metro area, you can feel free to stop by. We'll be able to assess your scalp. And we can also do free virtual consultations and free virtual hair custom unit appointments. We thank you so much for your time, and we hope that you have a fabulous evening. And stay safe, baby, and put that mask on. I don't care what they got on the TV. I don't care who not dying. Put your mask on, okay? We'll talk to you later. Mwah.